The Lebombo Border Post between South Africa and Mozambique remains very busy this morning as people push to get to various destinations on time for Christmas. More than 18,000 travellers were cleared at the border yesterday alone, keeping immigration and law enforcement officers very busy. Newzroom Afrika's Mweli Masilela is following that story for us. Mweli, it looks like some people spend Christmas on the road. By the look of things, the situation continues. Hi, Mweli, can you hear me?
Hugo, I can tell you that the border here, the Lebombo Border Post, remains very busy. And yesterday we had a tough time when we left this border post because there was a blockage on the N4. And as we speak even now, there is a stretch of traffic. Most of the motorists that are queuing here are the ones that are traveling to Mozambique for holidays. And what we know for a fact is that most of those people who are actually heading to Mozambique work in areas such as Gauteng and Rustenburg, being mine workers mainly. So they are trying to make it home for Christmas. And as you can see, there is movement. As much as there were some blockages late yesterday, today the traffic seems to be moving. Of course, that's the work of the Border Management Authority, working with, of course, with other stakeholders here, be it police officers, members of the South African Defence Force, as well as traffic officers. Let me bring in, Hugo, the Deputy Commissioner of the Border Management Authority here. Her name is Jane Tupan, just to give us an update, because we know that yesterday it wasn't even that 24 hours completed. Already we had about more than 18,000 travellers cleared at the Lebombo Border Post. What's the latest now?
Yes, you're right, Mweli. By midnight last night, the figures last night or yesterday were 22,476. So you can see the numbers peaked by nearly 4,500 from what they were the previous day. So the numbers are picking up greatly, and since midnight up to 7 this morning, already the numbers are at 5,500. So you can see that the numbers are already by far above what they were this time yesterday. So you can see that it's like we are at the peak now.
Are you having the situation under control? Because what we experienced even yesterday, we actually got to the lodge at around 3 a.m. because the road was blocked. We are told to use an alternative route. That route was also blocked. Have you managed to bring the situation under control?
No, definitely. The Traffic Management Authority, our partners are doing a great job in that area, assisted by the South African Police Services members. As you can see, today the numbers, the cars are moving. Now, let me explain that the cars are just an indication of how many more people are traveling towards the border post. But the comfort is that today we have increased capacity in terms of computers that have been brought in so that we process more people at a time. That is why you can see the efficiency in processing already this morning 1,000 people more than the pace at which we were processing yesterday. So once the processing improves inside, both within the port and at kilometer 7 where we divert some of the flow, then the movement of vehicles gets to be speeded up as well. So it unblocks the road a bit as we improve that efficiency.
You are talking about more computers being brought in to sort of fast track the process of clearing travellers. Does this mean that tomorrow we won't be seeing people still getting stuck here, spending Christmas on the road?
We're quite hopeful. By midnight today, we will be mostly close to having cleared all the travellers that are moving towards the border post. We would be having a few tomorrow because as human instinct would advise, some people just deliberately avoid traveling on the 24th. They would rather take a late travel to avoid the peak. But the numbers will be quite manageable between midnight and tomorrow morning.
Lastly, yesterday we spoke about the fact that as much as we are trying to be efficient on the side, there are still challenges on the Mozambican side. Has that challenge been resolved? Any improvement on the Mozambican side?
Unfortunately not, Mweli, and I guess it's a process. It's a process that they will only correct as we move towards the next peak period, which will be Easter. As now they know what causes the blockage. We believe they would almost use technology, like create an app that will make travelers register. Travelers know up front that they want to be traveling to Mozambique. So if there is an app where they can register their vehicles, it will make it easy when they arrive at the port, because it will just be a question of confirming the number plate and the driver paying, and then the movement gets to be swift. Unfortunately, that hasn't been resolved for now, but we are hoping they will be working on it as we move towards the next peak period.
Deputy Commissioner, thank you very much for talking to us. Hugo, that's the Deputy Commissioner of the Border Management Authority here. Well, she's optimistic that by midnight today, most of the people would have crossed, especially those going to Mozambique, would have crossed into Mozambique, and they're expecting that they won't be seeing people getting stuck at the border and spending their Christmas here at the Lebombo Border Post.
Mweli, Masilela, appreciate your time.